Hello and welcome to the GVN podcast. I'm GenVamp.
Usually, I will argue that usually a host does this, but I am an image. I'm also known as Matt.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm WhyBoy.
Oh yes.
We.
Oh yes. And
Yeah.
have you guys seen any other animated films besides our topic today?
No.
Any other animated films lately? Actually, when my nephew was visiting for Easter, he got to watch Iron Giant.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
His interests would come and go, mostly whenever the robot was on screen.
I really don't like that Kent Mansley guy.
No, I don't care for him at all.
Good antagonist, but he's more of a punk
Yeah.
ass bitch when compared to real true antagonists.
Yeah, pretty much.
And our topic today, ladies and gentlemen, is Justice League, the Flashpoint Paradox. And just to let you all know that the comic story and dramatic reading is annotated in the video description, as well as here in the video itself. So, this is pretty much free talk from here. Matt, what did you think of the movie?
What did I think of the movie? I thought... Again, I've literally done everything, the background work and the actual watching the video as of today, off the cuff. As a matter of fact, I just happened to search YouTube for Flashpoint and found the historic retelling thing. From what I gather, they at least were smart enough to keep only the good parts of the story for the movie, which is on the movie's benefit, I guess. It seems to be a common theme with a lot of DC movies lately.
Yeah, and one thing I could say about that, since, well, I was the one who kind of sprung up this idea, is that I just can't stop laughing about how friggin' corny it was with the action scenes, how bad the animation was for most of the characters, especially since it's based on something that sucks. I consider it to be one of the worst things ever, but it's also, in a sense, a guilty pleasure. As WhyBoy pretty much pointed out. Wouldn't you agree, WhyBoy? Your thoughts?
Yeah. I can see it as a guilty pleasure. There are just pretty, hilarious things about it. Some of the corny acting, the terrible designs of everyone.
Oh god,
It's
the
just-
designs. Speaking of designs, can we just pause for a moment and look at that gigantic fuck-off chin that is Aquaman's face?
Yeah, I know,
Holy
right?
hell!
Oh, yeah. I could definitely agree. You could pretty much see right here, he's definitely right. Good God.
The image that I just provided you guys is 10 times better than what was actually in the movie.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
I don't know, it's me, Flash. Calm down. I said, what are you doing here? He's all beating him up.
Yeah. Yeah. None of the designs look good at all.
No, but I do like the design for you, WhyBoy. I mean Green Lantern. I mean, really. I mean, it's practically something I could do. Thank you, right? And then
Yeah.
we have this wonderful image of what Green Lantern is supposed to look like, as we all could pretty much know exactly what Hal Jordan looks like.
Yeah.
He just has one of the things I would consider to be one of the best things to ever see. He's kind of cheap, but then again, I guess that shows don't fuck with WhyBoy. It shows right here. Either that or he's been possessed by fear. He'll become known as Wyalax. Oh, but then again...
That's another thing that bugs me, is certain plot points in this. Such as, we introduced Green Lantern back into this as the normal pilot, as if the whole Green Lantern thing never happened, because apparently the story. But they send this super advanced alien ship to go attack the Atlanteans, and they have big weapons and everything on it, and then it's eaten by a giant fish? And that's it?
Yeah.
Even the fish is blown up, and he still doesn't survive, apparently. What?
Yeah.
What? I've seen anime that makes more sense than this.
Oh, I've seen some bad anime in my time too. Holy cow.
I could not stop laughing about this.
God,
Wow.
let's kill off the character, but not even give him the goddamn time of day to actually kill him off on screen.
And let's not forget about Aquaman's G.I. Joe reject. I mean, Emperor Aquaman Flashpoint look. I mean, Emperor Aquaman, look at him, he's on steroids. Oh, wow.
I used to think that the animated series Superman looked a little overly buff. Holy hell.
Yeah, and the action scenes, basically, I want to admit, they're mostly good, but my god, it's more violent than the last one.
Yeah, and I thought the last one was pretty violent.
Yeah.
Also, we got like Aquaman getting an arm lopped off. We could see Wonder Woman being pelted like through a dozen walls. Oh yeah, we shoot Reverse Flash in the forehead from behind.
Even though in the actual comic book, he in the miniseries, which they call as epic, basically he gets a sword pushed through him by Tom Wayne.
Well, I guess that kind of
Yeah,
makes sense, especially if he's staying around long enough. But yeah, either way seems kind of cheap.
That would be a better way for him to die.
Both ways.
But a
Look,
sword would be a better way to die.
And how Green Lantern
Bang.
died.
Oh.
He died suicide bomber style.
either way, it seems kind of Deus Exy to me.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Aside from that, yeah, there's definitely a lot of ridiculous stuff here. And it reminds me that I should play more of Injustice Gods Among Us. But, really,
Actually, yeah, Injustice is actually a good way to just kind of show how to actually do a bad universe right, whereas this is just kind of really lame and schlocky.
in terms of storyline, they could have done Injustice a bit better by replace Superman with him turning into Ultraman or something. Or I don't know, something that would happen that it would be weird, but it would just him turn into his evil self or something. Or we find out that it was Ultraman wearing Superman's costume. I think it would work. Or some sort of... or he basically gets some sort of technology that makes himself look like Superman.
Well, the thing is, you don't want to overcomplicate it, otherwise you instantly lose your audience stuff,
However,
too.
that's not that hard to figure out. That actually makes more sense than Superman becoming evil after he killed the Joker.
I thought it was just a little alternate universe, except for a couple characters anyway, but...
Good God.
You know, all this comic talk has just gotten me thinking of another point against the movie. Like, I'm not a comic book fan really at all, and I'm just sitting watching this, and I'm just thinking, what the hell is going on?
I know.
If you weren't prepared for this by watching the history thing first, you are literally just lost minute one in.
Yeah.
I figured he went to a new universe. I kind of figured that because I'm used to this type of thing. However, with comic books, I, in a sense, am actually new to it. But when I find out about something bad, I take note of it, and I have a habit of taking note of things a lot of the time. But yes, it was ridiculous.
Indeed.
How the hell do you screw that up?
Yeah, I could not understand what the hell happened in the beginning where this Flash is just running at the screen. I didn't connect that he just went to the past. I would have liked to have actually seen that, to see him actually save his mother, but no. We had to save that till the end, just so that we can build up to her mother dying again.
Yes. And what about that Reverse Flash guy? They don't even use him, just like in the book. He kicks ass, but then he's like, I didn't do any of this. You did. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Here's the plot twist. You had some short-term amnesia. You're the one that did all this, Barry.
And then he wakes up, damn it. I need to stop having one too many Totinos. Gotta love them hot pockets.
All of a sudden Reverse Flash just wakes up in a cold sweat. I gotta stop running to the bell, and goes running down to the bathroom.
And his wife's all, "You all right, Barry?" "Yeah, just had a bad dream, is all." "Oh, you gotta lay off those pizza rolls. Have too many of them, and that's what happens."
Yeah, man, if you want a pizza roll.
I want some now, too.
Yeah.
Had some early, actually. But, there is nothing but bad stuff here. Reverse Flash. And
Yeah.
are a lot of things that it does pay homage to, but it fails miserably in that. How can you take a villain and not even use him? "I didn't do
Yeah.
anything. You did." That's lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been far more effective if Reverse Flash actually found out what the Flash was doing and somehow had in the future had some hand in actually altering what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that would have actually made
Yeah.
a lot more sense. Otherwise, it's just his explanation of it sounds really flimsy and kind of bullshitty.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know,
really.
right?
Like
Him-
saving his mom caused an entire war. I don't believe that.
Going in through time and saving your mom caused a quote-unquote time boom, which caused all of time from that point all the way to the present to slightly alter.
And this is the main,
What?
and this is the main series, people. The main series, and they have tie-ins of this crap. Yeah, like if we like this, if we hate this
Doctor
story,
Who makes more sense in the long term. Holy
and
hell!
I actually like Doctor Who.
Oh, I love Doctor Who, but it has moments where, even in recent seasons, where entire episodes don't even mesh with one another.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I can't believe they messed up on that. And jeez,
Wait till you see what Moffat writes when he's actually head. Ooh boy.
there's actually a Batman versus Robin animated movie that I actually would like to see one of these days. But I'm certain that that might end up being a lot more enjoyable than this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
I will say, previous to these last two movies, the only other DC animated movie I'd actually seen was Under the Red Hood, I believe.
That one was very good.
It was, but my only one nitpick was not enough Hamill.
Yeah, I know, but you know what
The
the
new
funny is?
Joker just didn't sound enough like Hamill.
You know what's funny? Because he's voiced by Bender from Futurama.
I realized that later, but it's still like. And here's the kicker, though. There are fans online who can do the Mark Hamill Joker voice and do it really, really well. And they redubbed some of those sequences, and they were fantastic.
Yeah.
Good God.
But that particular Joker voice just didn't work for me. I don't know what to say. But when they gave it to someone who could mimic the Mark Hamill, it sounded so much better.
Well, in my
I got
opinion,
the Mark Hamill laugh, you know.
right, and I actually liked that one. Can't say that it's the best, but at least it's better than anything Flashpoint related,
Oh yeah.
including G.I. Joe
shocked.
Reject Emperor Aquaman. But yeah, which brings us to well, in my opinion, rating of this film. I personally would rate it as one of the worst things ever. I would give a rating, but it broke my rating meter as to how bad it was. It really is that putrid.
Oh,
A
the only show
rating.
I give. You go ahead, white boy.
No, you go ahead. I can't even think of a rating because I feel so
Oh.
indifferent towards it.
I know.
I feel like it's so dreary as hell, and it's
Yeah.
so violent, but it just leaves me feeling nothing afterwards. Like,
I will
that's it.
say out of DC's animated stuff, I have seen almost all of the Batman stuff. I've seen chunks and bits of the Superman stuff, and then the original Teen Titans stuff I saw quite a bit of. A friend of mine was religiously recording that stuff until they canceled it.
Wait, what recorded which again?
Teen Titans.
Oh
The
yeah,
original
that's
cartoon
actually a good
series.
show. Better than
Oh,
Teen
yeah.
Titans Go.
Way better than Teen Titans Go. Teen
Yeah.
Titans Go takes the manga-esque Teen Titans short strip series and then just butchers it and kills all the comedy.
Yeah.
Or takes only the bad stuff. Either way. So other than Teen Titans Go, this is probably one of the worst things I've seen DC's animated. But I will say, however, there are movies I've seen that are still worse than this.
Right.
This is no Manos. Let me just tell you straight up.
At times it can feel like Manos.
Oh no. At least something was happening in this movie.
Right.
At least something freaking was accomplished in this movie, plot-wise. Nothing happens for over a half an hour in Mouse the Hands of Fate, except for Torgo slowly wobbling around with his little theme music going on and off.
Yes.
Shut up! Oh, that movie can drive a man mad.
Well,
I used to watch that every day for lunch for about a month.
damn.
And now you know why I'm resilient to video pain.
I pretty much am too. But, you know, I always bounce back every time. I guess that's part of my vampiric healing factor. But, yeah, there really is a lot here to digest. But like I said, it's a film fart, and it's direct-to-video, no less.
Yeah, direct-to-video film fart.
At least the other one had something to
Yeah,
it.
it depends. Actually, a lot of these animated movies are usually direct-to-video.
Yeah.
I would also say that even though the series is kind of 50-50, good or bad, all the Puppet Master movies are also direct-to-video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed the first three, and along with Evil Bong, that was an evil. No, not evil. That was actually a guilty pleasure.
It's an evil bong, and it's voiced by Cheech.
What?
Cheech.
Cheech Marin.
What?
You didn't know this? Let me double check.
Are you sure? Because that sounds far too effeminate to be him. It's him. If he changed his sex or used friggin' technology to make his voice higher.
No, it's Tommy Chong. Wrong name.
Oh yeah.
Actually, it's a cameo by Tommy Chong too.
Oh, I know that. Hey man.
But I believe he's actually in all of the Evil Bong movies, as far as I'm aware.
I think so. Hate that bitch, man. That was so bad. Even
I
with
told
fast
the
forward.
names. I got the right group, but the wrong guy out.
Okay, if I was to use my, I'm not sure if the PS4 could do this. It could play DVDs and Blu-rays, right?
As far as I'm aware, it should.
Yeah, I
PS3
think
can,
so.
it better.
The first system that I discovered it on was, like, this feature that I think is absolutely hilarious, is the fast forward button. You just push that and it goes fast forward 1.5 speeds, and it just makes certain films a lot more watchable in certain segments.
Yeah.
Even when it's getting boring and you can understand what they're saying and they're talking faster. Like, oh, that should be, in my opinion, one of the best things to see. It's like, even when stupid stuff's happening, like, how to make this funnier.
Justice League Flashpoint, voiced by Foamy the Squirrel.
That would be hilarious.
It would. Yes, and I bring up this movie also to pretty much take note of the fact that DC is ruining their universe, as they've been doing for a while now with that New 52 Futures End garbage. They go
Which is
so
technically what Flashpoint was a part of.
Future.
Because it's starting to the New 52 at least.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Flashpoint was, according to the history thing, Flashpoint is what caused the New 52 to become a thing. That is the background story of the startup of the New 52 and why a huge amount of it was rebooted.
To quote Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone. Ah!
Yep, I saw that and I'm just like, yeah, no wonder this thing's a piece of shit.
Wow.
Because this is the bad reboot that even made, what's her name, Starfire, act like a slut. Because that was a great reboot idea, wasn't it? Thanks, DC!
Yeah, I know. How do you treat characters you love? Kill them off, of course, or dumb them down, or make them be less enjoyable than they used to be.
And we also take Speedy. We take away the fact that he had made his own hero moniker later on, made him Speedy again, and got rid of his daughter. Because that's fantastic.
Why the hell can't they at least make a Ghost Rider animated movie? Even if it's direct-to-video and fun in some regard, not Marvel Knights one.
Not Marvel Knights. No.
Yeah.
Marvel Knights already butchered it in comic book form. We're not letting them have any more fun with this.
They actually did a good job with Punisher Warzone. That was a guilty pleasure. Violent as all fuck, but extremely out-of-date and comical, especially with Jigsaw.
What was this?
Punisher Warzone. It came out in
Punisher
theaters.
I don't know why Ghost Rider gets so much bad stuff. I mean, I'm still doing the daily vlog, the weekly now, actually, vlogs. I'm sure you've seen at least a couple of them here and there.
Of course, they're good. I like
Yeah,
them.
and I really like the 70s run. They keep wanting to... The problem with making a actual major movie release of Ghost Rider is for some reason they want to skip all the good things that happened in the 70s and not just some of the questionable or lame stuff that happened in the 70s. Skip almost all of it and go right into the 80s run villains, which is a totally different Ghost Rider run by a totally different guy who, by the way, later on joins up with the first Ghost Rider, who remains in human form the entire time, but happens to have a gun which accidentally got empowered by Ghost Rider Hellfire.
Mm-hmm.
So he becomes a hero without having to be the Ghost Rider for a long time.
Ooh.
But here's the thing. At least it's not all new Ghost Rider. They ruined that one in so many ways. And that's an actual comic series.
The brand new one that they started up like about a year or so ago?
I think it was in 2014 that they started that crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like it was interesting, but yeah, I never got a good chance to ever read it, so I don't know what happened to it, but I noticed that it kind of went quiet after not even a year,
Well,
not even half a year.
it's actually still going on. I just unsubbed to it, along with all new She-Hulk, or basically the new ongoing She-Hulk series that was the 2014 one that I hated so much, mainly because of the fact that they just didn't really do anything with it. And I even showed you at one point that before we did this recording, prior to it, I showed you how awful the drawings were. It's basically Law
I
and
remember
Order.
you showing me that, yeah, and it looked absolutely terrible. The Ghost Rider one I could understand. At least it was stylized and it wasn't grotesque to look at.
I don't know.
But I by no means got to actually read any of the books, so I couldn't really tell you where they're coming from or what they were doing. And if it's this dead already, I gotta question what they were doing with it in the first place.
I know,
Because
right?
there's so much they could still do with the original too.
Messed up on Ghost Rider, messed up with that New 52 crap. The future's end, it just gets worse. And She-Hulk is
Well, what do you
basically-
expect? It's Future's freaking end.
I know, but there's a way
Again,
to
this
make
is
it
the part of
fun.
the franchise that gave us punching robots and declaring that we are men.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, and also, this is the particular part of the DC franchise that gave us twin clones of Hitler.
I know, right?
Because, of course, don't you know anything about science?
Oh, yes. The Colors Review definitely outlines that perfectly, especially the, what was it? There's a whole lot more to hate with that.
And Commodity at Earth's End, which the original Commodity was at least an interesting one-shot of the distant future, but Earth's End Commodity was so full of crap. And it's the spiritual prequel to Bearded Idiot.
Yes, Bearded Idiot.
What the hell's that?
He made such Linkara made such perfect nicknames for those things. Bearded Idiot is Superman at
Yeah.
Earth's End.
Right,
Yes.
yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
It's fun. So bad, but fun. And since you mentioned Mad Max earlier, just to go a little bit off topic, cause
Mm.
we're all batshit crazy here. Now, the thing is, with this,
We already off topic.
Well, we were on DC at this point. Now we're just spinning off into Mad Max territory now. So yes, you were saying.
this is something everyone's looking forward to because, uh, there's a new Mad Max movie coming out. What's it called? Beyond Thunderdome? Or no, that's
That
the third
Beyond
one.
Thunderdome was 3. This is
Right.
number 4. I think they said it's Fury Road.
Yeah, there we go. Take
Mad
a look at that
Max,
one.
yeah, Fury Road.
Yes, and I bring that up because there's a new Mad Max game coming out, and
Which I've been wondering what happened to it. I would have thought it had been released by now since it was advertised when the PS4 was getting advertised. But then I come to the realization it's not out yet. Then I
yeah.
think to myself, then I looked at the release date, and isn't the release date like sometime next month as well?
Right?
Mm.
So I begin to wonder if maybe they delayed it because suddenly they found out a new Mad Max movie was actually happening and wanted to get all of it in one go for one game.
Yeah. It's actually going to be coming out, let's see, the 9th, so that's January, February, March, April.
It will be actually
September 1st.
yeah, so it's actually going to be a few months yet. So that gives them enough time to get everything from the new movie and then contain it into this game as well, if they are even following the plot of the actual movie series.
Oh, God. Well, I hope that they do it right. That's all I gotta say. Because
I just hope it's not like the previous Mad Max games, which were pretty much shit.
there were previous Mad Max games.
They were so bad that they renamed them, yes.
Wow. What's his name? Pissed off dystopian guy?
Actually, I'm trying to remember what they were.
Pissed off Mel Gibson and he's killing Jews?
Oh,
That would
we
be...
went there, did we?
No, seriously. He did actually make a statement where he said Jews were the
Oh,
worst
I
thing
know. He's
Yeah.
Mel Gibson in his recent years has gone off the racist deep end out clear blue
Yeah.
sky. Don't know what happened to him.
Me neither. I bring that up because that would definitely be something that somebody would make to mock him. And you know
Yeah.
what's funny? He was the villain in Expendables 3.
Yeah.
Perfect villain, actually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Entertainment. 1990
Uh,
video game. Here we go. Wait. Oh yeah. Actually, there was one that still kept the Mad Max title.
Oh.
oh.
It was made in 1990. Double checking. Yeah, it was for the NES,
Oh.
and it has a picture from Road Warrior for some reason, which is the second movie.
And the first one was banned in Australia. And I will admit, it had some good points, the first movie. I will admit. The second
Banned?
one,
No, it wasn't banned as far as I'm aware. They actually showed that in theaters everywhere.
everywhere.
Mad Max was everywhere, man. It was grim as hell, but it went everywhere.
How come Game Rankings doesn't list it? What the hell's up with that?
Mad Max, 1990 video game, NES.
I get that.
Final boss. Wait, I'm not going to read this right now. Mad Max video game knockoffs.
What?
I'm going to look up knockoffs since they were obviously. Actually, these are movie knockoffs. Okay. So, well, yeah, it obviously became a thing. Let's see. Outlander. That's the one I'm trying to think of. Outlander.
Outlander.
Fuck this game.
Oh.
This game is shit.
No more talk. We go in. We play this game.
I believe, yeah, I think it's just for regular Sega Genesis, I believe.
Awesome.
and it's shit.
I bet.
It was a turd. Essentially, you start off on a in the behind the wheel of the car sort of shot where you're just racing down the road without any explanation of controls. You're supposed to be able to fight against any guys that come trying to sneak up to bash up your car. And then you also have a fuel limitation. When you run out of fuel, you are forced to stop along the side of the road and go to a really clunky side-scrolling section to try and find fuel and come back to your car. And good luck surviving even one of those.
Right. They have another game like that. There's quite a few of them. Carmageddon, Blood Drive, and the Twisted Metal games.
Twisted Metal at least started doing its own thing and became good.
Right.
As far as I understand.
Up until the PS3 reboot, which was fucking terrible, pardon my language.
I don't know. I haven't really gotten to the franchise to begin with.
You
So.
have not played it! How dare you! Throw tomatoes at you.
I've been too busy with Hotline Miami and Gmod and Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, and I was too busy with life.
I know, me too. Seriously, though. It's all good.
Zelda!
Even if you haven't played the reboot, it sucks. I'm busy with life, too. I just jump around a lot. And
Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that was the one I really wanted to remember was freaking, I forgot what the name of it was already, Outlander. Cause the cover actually looks like it'd be promising, but as soon as you even look at the game, it looks terrible. Matter of fact, I'm going to share the link where I have a whole bunch of images here.
Oh my god, let's take a look at that, shall we? I was just about to look that up.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
Because you look at that first image, that cover there, and it looks really interesting, and then you scroll down.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like something.
Yes.
It looks like a hot mess. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the something.
A hot mess! A hot mess! I love that commercial for Jack in the Box.
This game can also be played with various PC emulators. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, of course, if you really want to waste your time and space on your PC, you can emulate it. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, God. Yeah. I guess that would be it for the franchise. Let's hope that the newer one ends up being good.
I can tell you this much about the new one. The original trilogy as well as the new movie. If they have all been written by the same man, Miller, I can't remember his first name. They've all been produced by him, and I believe at least a couple of them have also been directed by him previously.
But who's this guy again?
I'm looking him up at the moment. Miller, I just can't remember his last name, or his first name. George Miller.
Oh, yeah, George Miller.
Yeah.
Right.
Career. First movie, Mad Max, director-writer. Director, Mad Max 2, director, writer, additional editor. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, director, writer, producer. Witches of Eastwick, director.
What?
He directed The Witches of Eastwick.
The Witches of Eastwick?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like something that Mystery Science Theater 3000 would cover.
It starred Jack Nicholson. I think it was based on I want to say it might have been based on the story by Stephen King, but I can't remember for sure. Let's see, what else has he been doing? Oh, he did Lorenzo's Oil. That was actually a pretty good movie.
Oh.
He was also writer-producer for Babe.
For Babe? That
Babe,
pig?
the pig. And
Yeah,
he's
I know.
also director, writer, producer for the sequel, Babe, Pig in the City. He was also writer, director, producer for Happy Feet and Happy Feet 2.
Classic movies. Classic.
Yes. Even though I don't care for Happy Feet 2. I like the first one.
First one was
Just
alright, but
pandering
yeah,
crap.
he's had such a weird run of things. He's done these post-apocalyptic movies that made him super famous. He also did awesome! He did the Twilight Zone movie?
I think so. What's it called?
83, they did a couple of recreations of older segments.
Yeah.
He did The Nightmare at 20,000 Feet. He directed that. Yes. Then he did some horror stuff like Twilight Zone and Witches of Eastwick, and then he goes to a pseudo biographical movie. Then he does a whole bunch of children's movies, and then he immediately jumps ship right back to Mad Max out of the clear blue sky.
So
All I
the
can
guy-
do is blink, shrug, and go, okay.
So the guy who helped, so one of the guys who helped put together a movie that was banned in Australia, actually made children's related stuff. What?
Yeah.
I just think that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, so
And
expecting
he
the new
directed
movie
3
to be a
movies in
dancing penguin.
Australia, no less.
It'll be a little bit odd if for some reason that the leader of these penguins, who was controlling them all, was Oswald Chesterfield Cobblepot. Oh yes, I am the lord of the penguins. And he's all dressed up like the Emperor Penguin with some weird ass hat or something. Oh, and he's wearing his top hat as usual, places it over top. Yes. And Batman is dressed up as one of the penguins infiltrating his operation. And we have ourselves Happy Feet 2.5. Batman edition. Call Danny DeVito. Get him on this. But
It's a
yes.
gold mine.
Yes, it is. It's comedy gold. But yes, there's definitely a lot there. So yeah, and there's a lot more to go on about. Is there any upcoming videos that are you guys making any upcoming videos? I know that you, WhyBoy, are working on WhyBoy Spotlights. Care to elaborate more on that?
Well, it's not called WhyBoy Spotlights. God!
Oh.
Oh, you know nothing about me.
Not true. I actually have seen your new one.
Okay, yeah, so here's the news. And I guess people are going to hear from this now, not my update. Basically, I'm shutting down Cartoon Corner. After 5 years, the show's going to be over. And instead, there's going to be a new show called Cartoon Corner Spotlights.
Oh.
Super creative.
But hold on a second.
Because we changed the title slightly, that means it's different.
Yes, it does, because I'm changing the format and everything, so it will be different.
Oh, how could you? You're betraying your calling!
Well, I want to be more creative. I want to do more original stuff. And doing this will give me more opportunities to do that.
No. It's cool. My only argument is this. Even though it's good to have more opportunities, that's the thing with me. I'm going to be creative with what I do, too. I'm just saying that you could still have it be called... I guess you have a point there. Never mind. Because Cartoon Corner has to do with cartoons, and not everything in film-related form is cartoon-related.
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying. As long as you change it up, I guess, or do it a certain way. I don't see why. Okay, so it's called Cartoon Corner Spotlight.
Yes.
I'm sorry. The reason why I asked is because your newest video that you uploaded on your YouTube channel, yeah, I thought that it said WhyBoy Spotlights.
Yeah, that was my other series, WhyBoy Spotlights, and that's not actually a new. It's the WhyBoy Spotlights, Scooby-Doo and the Monster of Mexico. Yeah, that's not actually a new one. It's an old one that YouTube took down a long time ago, and I've been finally being able to put it back up. So
Yeah.
fuck you, YouTube.
Yeah, same here.
By the way, if YouTube continues to grief the fuck out of you over that kind of stuff, go to Zipcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zipcast has been pretty reliable so far. The only problem I have with it is I can't really get my playlists to be organized like I would like. But I've gotten at least a minimum of like 3 views per video that I put up, and I've been putting up all my old stuff. They're like old
Nice.
YouTube again. They don't give a crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, man. I'm actually looking here. So yeah, it was an old one. Okay, it's Cartoon Correspondence. Perfect.
Yep. It's
Perfect.
perfect.
Perfect. I like it. I actually remember seeing your Alpha and Omega review a long while back. It was when I think it actually was shown on. I'm just gonna think here, and I might be wrong about this, but was it shown like, I guess, in the form of some sort of written blog? Um,
Writ-
Not a
Written
written,
blog.
okay, not written blog, but it was featured on, I guess, Channel Awesome before it was called channelawesome.com. It was
No,
called,
it might. Yeah, it probably was featured on there because I did like put my reviews up in the blog section and the forum section a lot,
that's
just
Mm,
to
where I
get
found
more
it.
reviews and all that.
I did once in a while too.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's where I first
Yeah,
saw that, the Alpha Omega one.
The Alpha Omega one got a really big traction on that guy with the glasses, as I remember it.
Right.
Not sure why.
Definitely understand that. And really, what about you, Matt? Anything new with you?
I still have another month of pre-recorded, ready to go Ghost Rider vlogs.
Hmm.
I want to say somewhere in the next 3 to 4 months, I might finally be done with the 70s and start to move into the 80s, which will last for a couple months. And then after that is done, it'll immediately hop into the early 90s, just before the Dark Age of comics hits Marvel.
Mm.
And Ghost Rider will actually coast along pretty well for a little while there before Dark Age starts to hit it. And believe me, I've been checking the covers. It hits it. It'll hit it hard. All of a sudden, he goes from biker leathers to this weird orange and blue neon crap. What the hell? But aside from Ghost Rider vlogs, I will be trying to get the first Mad Max video recorded. Possibly be doing that Friday night, I think, by the sounds of things. Um,
Nice.
I really wanted to do it while all 3 of them actually while I was gone for the convention last week, but due to time constraints, we didn't even get the first one done. So this is going to be essentially my experimentation for a new idea of how to do reviews and see if they can actually keep them YouTube friendly. Essentially, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do like what we're doing this podcast, where it's instead of webcams, I'll just have everyone use their cameras as long as they'll work long enough, and just have them record themselves as we talk over the internet about the movies. And then during like key moments or like the discussion will have to lend to favorite moments, worst moments, stuff like that. And during key moments like that, I'll actually show a quick little like 8 second clip or less, and then maybe for the rest of it in the background and on quiet while the rest of the talking is going on, I'll have like a trailer or two going on silently in the horizontal reversed for the video, so that way you can't legally license it on me. Haha.
Haha.
Uh,
Me,
aha.
no matter what, I will always source my stuff, and I pretty
Well,
much,
everyone does, but
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
matter of the fact that YouTube doesn't give a crap.
however, yeah, I
Yeah.
know, and but some people don't. Even if they do, they're screwed.
Yeah.
And I actually had some help because I spoke with you, WhyBoy, about
Mm-hmm.
tips about how to get past their copyright bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll
And
probably have to make a video now with all that all that advice because it's pretty good advice.
yeah, I am. And speaking of which, I have a bunch of videos that I actually have to create. I have to finish up Transformers All Hail Megatron, that 16 issue story arc. I have to finish up
Nice.
that. I have to re-upload the older videos. Then I have to finish creating my Bumblebee miniseries. Stephanie, my
Mm.
girlfriend, Altered Germ 757 on Xbox, and she has a like page linked down below known as Altered Germ Productions. she's been having some technical difficulties with putting some stuff out, but she's
Oh
made some stuff
no.
with me, and more will be, coming out whenever those technical issues will be, defeated, as well as having
Yeah.
some technology that will really help in that regard. Because there's really a lot to go on about. Like, there's certain editing software that I need, certain things that I need, and I'd like to, at some point, get a so-called license so I can actually post my stuff, because I'd like to actually make money with my stuff in some way
Yeah.
in the future. Not now, but in the future.
Hmm.
You know what I mean. And what else can I say? I'm going to be doing a certain review on a food website. Not a food website. You ever heard of the Heart Attack Grill?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just heard of that.
I usually do not do reviews of restaurants, but I figured this place, since they're largely unhealthy, I'd at least give my 2 cents on them. Because they are trolls of the fast food industry. I will say
Yeah.
that much, and even small is big to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a
Yeah,
big
pretty
thing.
much.
Yeah.
This is this is the last time we'll ever see GenVamp.
Oh,
Because
that's
He's
he
gonna
will
fine.
go off
die.
and kill his arteries now.
Yeah.
I've
That's what
actually
he's
been
gonna
there.
do.
Yes, but actually, I went there for my friend's birthday. I drove us down there along with his sister, and it was actually really nice. I just had to eat something smaller. He ate a double pass burger. I just got the single
Uh,
one, and I was like, I had it with chili, and actually, it was pretty good. The only thing is that I asked to be spanked anyway because I wanted the experience. They were hot. What could I do? And
Been a naughty boy. A very naughty boy.
even though it was like only very little bit left, I was like, I'll get spanked. Fuck it. And my friend was getting spanked because he ate too much. And their milkshakes and food. They put butter in the friggin' milkshakes, so you can see how insane that is.
Holy hell.
butter in the
Just a
milkshakes.
little slab.
Ew.
Ugh.
I ate it.
Ew.
But anyway,
Put butter in milkshakes.
don't forget, butter is made from milk. But I know what you mean. Everything is made in lard at this freaking place. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's kind of a reason why lard started being a thing back in
Yeah.
the 40s and 50s.
Yes, and it makes fun of a lot of stuff, and it says send your hate mail here, and they are a big bunch of trolls. If you even look that up, you can pretty much see that they have a lot of jokes. Even I saw you. But yes, there's definitely a lot there, and really nothing but good things to say about that. And you could see where they come into play with their lard and whatnot. Lard and their drinks, even though I don't like their drink selection, even though it's good, I think that it should have been in like a glass or something instead of just a bottle. You know?
Yeah.
A glass one, particularly. It's
Yeah.
better that way, according to what my brother tells me, but that's different.
Yeah. I would like to interject really quick. I decided to check my Zipcasts while we were talking.
That's fine.
I have like 36 episodes up. 100 and how many views? 37 videos up, 185 views.
Mm-hmm.
I've been putting up at least 4 episodes a day, just about. And I've also come across the fact that when I reviewed the supposed possible trailer for a Mortal Kombat movie back in 2010 and said it was crap except for the directing, and that the director should probably go on to do something, which he did, which was Mortal Kombat, was it Legacy, I think it was called?
Which reminds me of other stuff I need to re-upload and such. I also have a reviewer checklist. In other words, a checklist of everything I'm going to cover. And whenever I'm done with that, I just take it down from that specific thing. Getting rid of whatever I couldn't organize or cover well enough, but go on.
But so my review of that, and my review of the NES Conan game have both, out of the clear blue, gotten voted 5 out of 5 stars.
Damn. I need to make a Zipcast now.
Yeah. Because apparently they really like the fact that I shat upon that crappy Mortal Kombat idea, but at least pointed out where the good things were, which was the fact that the guy apparently could still get decent acting out of these actors, despite the crap that they were acting out. And also, the NES Conan game is a piece of shit.
I bet.
And apparently somebody really liked that, and that I told the blunt, forced trauma truth about it. Matter of fact, how long is that video? Because it's mostly me trying to play the game behind the camera as it's aimed at the computer screen, as I recall, because I didn't have any way of capturing stuff at the time. How long is that episode? I managed to make that thing last for almost 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the day. Back when I actually had 15-minute limit caps on YouTube. Oh god, I remember I was so happy when it went away. And then more of my modern stuff still takes only 15 minutes, so go figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up to episode 28 of my review series, and I haven't uploaded it yet today, so I should probably do that soon.
I actually have a question regarding Zipcast. Is it actually, they're not crazy with their copyright policy, are they? I mean...
Copyright policy? Zipcast looks at you and says, "What's a copyright policy? What's that?" We've never
I need
heard
to
of a
promote this
copyright
site.
policy.
Oh my god, I need to promote this site. Because...
Oh yeah, they've been fantastic. They haven't bothered me one little bit. Again, the only problem I have with them is that I can't get my playlists to get sorted out right. I don't know what's up with that, but I think they kind of started off almost completely brand new baby-faced. I want to say a little bit about a year ago? Maybe a year and a half ago, and it's mostly one guy just slowly trying to get everything tweaked up and fixed, by the sounds of it, with maybe a few people here and there when he can afford them.
I understand. And just to let you know, you guys can re-upload this. Whatever you partake in, you can always re-upload. Even my stuff you can re-upload if you want. Just that way you don't even need to ask me now. Anyway, yeah, as long as you source who owns what and all that good stuff, I think everything will be great, because now I want to actually do that, and with a lot of sorting out to do.
Matter of fact, actually, I just remembered now, I think one of the new things they just recently changed was the fact that videos can be 2 gigs big.
Okay, that's zip with 2 P's, right?
Nice.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Zip with 2 P's, cast. One word.
Lovely. I will go ahead. Right. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and share that in the group while we're recording. And right now, I could just say that one other thing, since I just brought the group up. It is the GVN group, ladies and gentlemen. And this is for my 2 pages known as GenVamp Nation Productions, my YouTube channel, my Vimeo channel, as well as Novelty Zone. All the posts for those will be featured right here in this group. Come join now. We focus on movies, shows, video games, animated stuff, and there will be other surprises, including video games. Why not? And we are the calm, we're the storm, covering movies, games, and so much more. And yeah, we'll have a ton of fun. Everything will be posted there. You don't even actually have to be a reviewer to join it. I bring it up because I'd like to make this fun, where we can all make friends, make stuff together, and of course, in a sense, make, I guess you could say, the reviewer community better in some regards. But you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Make it be a bit more flexible. And I guess that's it. Any final thoughts, guys?
The movie sucked.
Well, I know that much, but what else?
The movie blows, and Zipcast is looking better than YouTube every time I use it. Because it doesn't stop me from uploading my library.
Of course, and I will definitely... Go on.
Yeah, one more thing, and we're the king of segues into a bunch of random topics that don't connect at all.
However...
They connect only very vaguely.
Yes. And
Not
that's
even
one of the,
vaguely.
oh yes, and that's what makes it all fun, because we are who we are. We are the GVN podcast. And
Hey, at least we didn't spend a half hour talking about wrestling.
there's
Very
nothing
true.
wrong with
I
that,
wasn't going to be
though.
able to say anything.
However, yes, it's set up, but that's entirely difficult for me to talk about, because I fell out of it long ago because I just lost interest. Yes, it's set
Oh
up. It
god,
has
I'm
to be
trying to
set
remember
up
when I
right.
fell out. I think I started getting into it in the early 90s and fell out by the mid 90s.
I forget when dropped out, but yeah, yeah, that's
Just kind of
basically.
meh.
Yeah, and I can agree.
I mean, it's
Yes,
not a bad place to get acting chops and learning how to be an action star later on in your career, but beyond that, meh.
yes, definitely. And there's a lot to really go into with that. A lot more videos will be coming out. Who knows? I will be actually I'll be using this OBS to my advantage to make some more interesting videos. Some commentaries will actually work this way, but I guess that's it really. A lot more
Yeah.
to come, a lot more surprises, some of which I can't talk about yet because it's a big pile of paperwork and videos and whatnot. It's
Yeah.
just huge. About as big as that behind me.
And
My
we shall see.
bookcases.
We'll probably argue a little bit about what we want the next topic to be.
Yeah.
Oh yes, we'll come up with the next topic whenever, which will be that Matt Bax one, because it sounds
If nothing
great.
else. And I can share
Yeah.
because I've been being prepared for the reviews coming up. I actually do have digital copies of all three original movies.
Lovely.
Yay.
Me too. So yeah, guys, thank you all for tuning in, and you guys, Matt and WhyBoy,
No
and
problem.
and if anyone else wants to join in on this podcast, I mean, just contact me. I mean, they're available in many ways. But before I go, just one
Yeah,
final
once we
thing
get
about
the
Zipcast.
reviews.
Actually, I'll ask that later. Never mind. I'll find out more later on. Anyway, thank you guys, and have a good day.
See you all later.